From the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump delayed them for a couple of weeks, but now ICE raids targeting illegal immigrants reportedly set to begin. The New York Times, citing unnamed officials with knowledge of the plan, reports the raids will target recent illegal aliens who have deportation orders against them. A few weeks ago, the president said he was putting off the raids at the request of Democrats. More tension in the Persian Gulf region.
The British Heritage tanker was moving out of the Gulf when it was approached by the Iranian boats. Guns on a British frigate escorting the tanker were trained on the Iranian boats as they were ordered to back off. They heeded the warning and no shots were fired.
The BBC's Peter Burrows. Later today, President Trump will talk about the 2020 census and his plan to include a citizenship question. The president planning an afternoon news conference. The Supreme Court ruling barred the question for now, but Mr. Trump has said he may issue an executive order or memorandum, try to force the issue. Louisiana's governor declaring a state of emergency as a tropical storm forms over the northern Gulf of Mexico. Forecasters warn some Gulf states could get up to 18 inches of rain and devastating storm surge next few days. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell says parts of her city are already underwater.
We are monitoring levels of the Mississippi River. We are monitoring the potential threat of a tropical cyclone 2. It is still too soon to tell what the impact will be, but we believe there will be an impact.
The mayor on WWL-TV, most of coastal Louisiana is under a hurricane watch. On Wall Street this morning, stock futures are higher. Right now, Dow futures up about 87 points. S&P futures better by 6. NASDAQ futures up 14 points ahead of this morning's opening bell. More on these stories at townhall.com.
When it comes to your pain, many of you might be skeptical, like I was, about ordering Relief Factor. Pat Boone again for this wonderful 100% drug-free supplement designed to help your own body lower or eliminate occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living. I'm not skeptical any longer. The 3-week quick start is now discounted to only $19.95. Why don't you let us see if we can get you out of pain, too, at ReliefFactor.com.
Ah, the bull elk's bugle, one of nature's most wondrous sounds. That is not a bull elk, that's Kim. Her RV sewage tank is spewing all over her camper. Way, way out in the middle of elk country. Yep, there's an elk. And that's Kim. It's wild out there. When it gets too wild, Progressive has your RV covered. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The family of a quadriplegic man who became a symbol of the right to die debate in France says he has died after doctors removed his feeding tubes. The BBC's Hugh Schofield in Paris.
The legal battle over Vincent Lambert was fought to the end. After myriad rulings by different courts, it was a decision by the High Court of Appeal 2 weeks ago that definitively authorized doctors to stop giving treatment. And at 8 this morning, Vincent Lambert died in his hospital bed in Reims. For years, France has watched with a feeling of wrenching sympathy the family rift that opposed his wife, who believed Vincent Lambert should be allowed to die, and his devout Catholic parents, who said that would be a betrayal of God's gift of life. On Monday, his parents said their legal recourse had run out, and they were now resigned to his death.
And once again on Wall Street this morning, stock futures pointing to a higher open. News and analysis at townhall.com. Republicans continue to confirm President Trump's judicial nominees.
Make it 83. That's the number of the president's nominees now confirmed to the district courts. The Senate on Wednesday gave the thumbs up to T. Kent Wetherell to the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Florida, J. Nicholas Rajan of Pennsylvania to the Western District for that state, and David Lecce to the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Indiana. Earlier in the week, it was a confirmation of Daniel Aaron Bress, the president's 42nd circuit judge, his 7th to the liberal 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Bob Agnew, Capitol Hill.
Lockheed Martin has decided to keep its Sikorsky helicopter plant in Pennsylvania open following a request from President Trump. The announcement comes little more than a month after the company told the Coatesville facility's 465 employees at the plant would close by the end of the year. The company had planned to relocate production work and hoped to move many of the affected employees. More on these stories at townhall.com.
War Dog's Army Surplus Store in Southern Pines is Southern Pines' #1 surplus store. Serving the Fort Bragg area, we buy, sell, and trade military, tactical, outdoor clothing, and gear. We are your military surplus low-price leader and take pride in serving our local military members and community. Bring us your military gear because we pay more and sell for less than anyone in the area, guaranteed.
I think they thought that she said marijuana because we're from South Georgia, we kind of have an accent, so Moana, marijuana. I guess when they said that I love cartoons, they were like, let's just throw a little pony on there. So they put the little pony on there and it had red eyes, smoking a joint with a tramp stamp of a hot leaf on its bottom. I was very shocked. I was like, it was hilarious to me. I was very impressed.
Here's what it sounds like. Didn't hear anything? If so, it's likely you are not between the ages of 13 and 25.
It's so loud. Like, what if it damages our ears or anything, like something like that?
It almost is more like a feeling than a sound. At least for me, I get a headache if I'm near it for too long. So I usually skip around this block or like walk very quickly down it.
In a city that is trying to address gun violence and safe spaces for young people, how dare we come up with ideas that are funded by taxpayer dollars that turn young people away from the very places that were created for them?
We saw a bunch of stuff on our car, like a bottle of cider, a bunch of ceremonial knives, and MacBook Pro. And we're like, that's weird. It sounded like he was looking for like money in the walls. The cupcakes were in the fridge. He ate 2 and then just the bottom of 1. No one is going to put a shirt on a cat and leave it.
But the neighbors know my name, my name, my name. The neighbors know my name, my in the mornings when I think about you.
Amazon announces that Kohl's will handle Amazon returns right in their stores. Rumors are now circulating that the Container Store will handle all of the packaging for Amazon. We also hear Uber will be delivering all of the packages for Amazon. And the Mafia will be taking care of all the billing and collections. These moves by Amazon cuts their overhead from millions to about $67 a week. It's all part of Jeff Bezos' plan to take over the world.
Defended Acosta, basically saying that sometimes judges and prosecutors look back and wish they had done things differently in hindsight. But Acosta says he did nothing wrong.
Police and fire crews are on the scene of an explosion at a KFC restaurant in Eden in Rockingham County this morning. Firefighters have not said if anybody was injured. A state house committee considered a temporary measure that would allow the state to continue to access federal dollars while the budget remains in limbo. Democratic Representative Zach Hawkins tells Spectrum News.
We really do want...
Today's show is brought to you by Throwback Thursday. Remember when TikTok was the sound your grandfather clock made and wasn't an app where teenage girls showed off their lip sync and dance skills?
Boats tried to stop a British oil tanker in the Straits of Hormuz. The vital oil shipping lane is the center of current tensions with Iran. Charlie Daggett has more.
Iran's Revolutionary Guard is denying that it confronted any alien vessels, especially British. They said that...
This portion of summer summer brought to you by that summer book you said you were going to read. Yep, you said to yourself that this summer you're going to read more. Maybe lie in a hammock under the shade tree in the backyard with a big glass of iced tea and...
I got my first bad sunburn from staying on the beach a long time. Man,
Nostalgia is all the rage. What's old is new again, like Bluebell's classic award-winning fudge.
Belligerent from the moment she entered and was cussing, and there were children in there and elderly.
She was cussing and upset with the staff there. Well, there was a lot of people inside, and I wasn't about to let her back in the building.
That bag bothered me, her sloppy purse. There could be something in there. And as soon as I was right behind her, she stopped and started fumbling in her purse, and she said, "I'll take care of this."
Well, I'm not sure what would have happened if the off-duty police officer had not been armed and had not been there.
And
Members of the General Assembly are continuing to push their proposal to automatically expunge the arrest records for people after charges have been dismissed.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay?
Who
said that's you here? Nobody.
Democratic
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? I'm not scared, pal. You shut up, too. Just like a go ahead and attack me, Vic.
Oh my God. I recorded the whole thing.
Explosion-like sound, and the whole bedroom was blown out, and my wife and dog were they were under the rubble. But they were fine.
This is crazy. But the rain is the biggest worry going forward.
A driver was killed after crashing through the side of an animal hospital overnight in Gastonia. Officials say no animals in the hospital were injured. Gastonia police are investigating what caused the crash. A nationwide operation to target thousands of undocumented immigrant families is reported to start on Sunday, with raids expected to take place in at least 10 major cities. Omar Villafranca reports from Dallas.
President Trump renewed his threat last Friday to order mass deportations of undocumented migrant families. The raids were postponed in June after the president previewed the operations on Twitter, stating ICE would remove millions of illegal aliens. The raids have been a flashpoint in immigrant communities across the country.
The so-called raids, it's interior enforcement. We do it every day.
The possible raids come amid increasing scrutiny over conditions at migrant detention centers.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Keep those umbrellas handy. A cold front arriving today brings the potential for some thunderstorms. We'll have partly sunny skies with some late-day showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be severe with some damaging wind gusts. High temperatures today in the upper 80s to lower 90s. After some evening thunderstorms, we should stay mainly dry tonight. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Mostly cloudy Friday with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible again, with highs in the low 90s. I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Right now here in the Sand Hills area, we have cloudy skies and 70, let me double check that, 77 degrees now. Humidity 100%, 2.77, pressure 30, even, wind southwest at 5, visibility at 9 statute miles. It is 8:13. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news. For this Thursday morning, a 14-year-old boy was charged yesterday with first-degree kidnapping and the theft of a motor vehicle after allegedly stealing a car with a 1-year-old child in the back seat. According to Southern Pines Police Department's news release, the child was found unharmed July 5th when the mother's vehicle was abandoned a short distance from where she was making a food delivery in Southern Pines. The child's mother was making that delivery at Timberline Apartments on Murray Hill Road for DoorDash when the car was stolen just after 9 in the evening. The mother told police she had arrived at the apartments where there were an unusual number of people in the area. It is reported that she left the car unlocked with the engine running. The suspect left the vehicle parked on South Gaines Street in Southern Pines, and authorities found the child inside around 10:15 unharmed. The teenager's identity was not released because of his age. And the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission is seeking public assistance in reporting observations of wild turkeys this summer. Through August 31st, wild turkey sightings by volunteers and commission staff will be recorded and submitted to management biologists. Observation information gives an indication of annual wild turkey productivity, gobbler carryover, and other population trends, all of which help the commission manage the state's turkey population. If you want to participate, just go online to ncwildlife.org/turkey observation. Participants can enter these observations online, in the field, or from any smartphone or small screen. That's your latest Sand Hills news this morning, but stand by. Here comes your latest in sports right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. It is 8:15.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. The United States women's soccer team continued their winning streak last night by taking the Team of the Year at ESPN's 2019 ESPY Awards. The team made it to the award ceremony in Los Angeles just in time, as they were honored earlier in the day with a ticker tape parade in New York City for their World Cup win. Carly Lloyd accepting the award last night.
We literally just got off a plane a couple hours ago, got hair and makeup in the plane, and we look pretty fabulous, I think. So.
Who else looked fabulous? Superstar Alex Morgan. She also won Best Female Athlete.
Sorry, but this is probably the second best trophy we won this week.
She was still gracious. Giannis Antetokounmpo took home Best Male Athlete. Before the award ceremony, ESPN also named the 24-year-old the Best NBA Player of the Year. Winning Best College Athlete, former Dookie Zion Williamson.
Thank Duke University and Coach K for obviously letting me perform on, I think, one of the highest platforms. I love Duke. Wish I could have stayed in second year, but I had other things to do, so thank you.
Drew Brees won Best Record-Breaking Performance.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife, Brittany Brees. I fall more in love with you each and every day. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Couldn't do it without you.
That prompted Dwayne Wade to say this when he took the stage alongside Rob Gronkowski and Lindsey Vonn, who shared the award for their historic careers.
Thank you to Drew Brees. Because of what you said to your wife on stage, my wife looked at me with the death stare and said, if I don't say something up here, the car ride home is going to be long.
Probably still was. Bill Russell, recognized for his role as a civil rights icon, the 85-year-old Celtics legend awarded the Arthur Ashe Courage Award. This is NCN Sports.
Medicaid expansion, school safety, a statewide bond package, the next state budget. North Carolina lawmakers are tackling these and other topics. You can follow all the action with Carolina Journal. How would these proposals affect you, your wallet, your family? Carolina Journal offers answers, available each month as a free newspaper. Every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your best source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
Sometimes in life, it doesn't get any better than a trip to Smithfield's.
Okay, here's a don't get any better. Smithfield's pork shoulder slow cooked fresh every day.
Here's better. Barbecue sandwich combo with fries and coleslaw.
Here's better. Barbecue platter.
Here's better. Combo platter with barbecue and that juicy southern fried chicken.
Here's better. The choices you love made fresh daily.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Rafael Nadal is set for a much-anticipated semifinal against Roger Federer at Wimbledon.
Federer had his longest match at the tournament, 2 hours 36 to beat Kei Nishikori in 4, and he now plays Rafael Nadal, who laboured for a set before beating Sam Querrey in 3. Djokovic looked in for a big battle when David Goffin broke him in the 7th game, but that just had the effect of prodding a sleeping lion. Djokovic launched into a terrific run of form that saw him win the next 10 games and put the match beyond reach. Chris Bowers, Wimbledon.
NC State's Board of Trustees unanimously approved the sale of beer and wine at athletic events. That after Governor Roy Cooper signed a bill into law that cleared the way for all of UNC system schools to adopt a policy change. NC State still, though, has a lot more work to do before the first adult beverage can be sold at the Wolfpack's home opener August 31st against ECU. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Hey,
Hey Sandhills, Chef Karen here. We know you love our Sunday brunch, and this summer we're making it even better. You can't beat our made-to-order omelets with just picked local veggies, hot fluffy waffles with fresh berries and peaches, homemade desserts, and this includes a beverage, a Sunday mimosa or a Bloody Mary, coffee, tea, or soda, all for $16.95. All summer long at Philly and Colts at Little River. Join us, 692-4411.
Opioid addiction is a crisis in Moore and surrounding counties, but there is a local doctor, Francis Corrigan of Solace Health, helping patients in recovery.
At Solace Health, we have had a great deal of success with opioid addiction treatment using medications such as Suboxone on an outpatient basis. Treatment is low cost as we accept all insurance, including North Carolina Medicaid. The treatment occurs in a very pleasant and private outpatient office setting where patients are treated with compassion and dignity. If you or your loved one needs help with opioid addiction or other drug or alcohol problems, please call us to speak to one of our nurses about our treatment program. We also have extensive experience in transitioning patients from methadone programs to Suboxone outpatient treatment.
Solace Health is located at 285 Olmsted Boulevard in Pinehurst. Call 910-295-7246. All calls are confidential. 910-295-7246. Or visit recovermore.com. MOORE.
Aaron Cooper of Cooper Ford in Carthage wants you to know that you can't buy a new Ford car, truck, or SUV for less anywhere else, guaranteed. If you're in the market for a new Ford, what are you waiting for? Cooper Ford is the only locally and family-owned Ford dealership in Moore County. So if you're tired of the cold corporate climate of other dealerships, trade up for a family-friendly hometown dealer. Right now, get 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on the all-new 2019 Ford F-150 or the 2019 Ford Mustang. With no games, no gimmicks, just upfront, honest pricing and certified service after the sale.
I'm Aaron Cooper, and I want to know you by name. Come in today and let Cooper Ford show you how car buying should be.
Come to Cooper Country today. Just a few short minutes from the traffic circle off 15501 in Carthage or on the web at cooperford.net. Cooper Ford, working hard to be your hometown dealer.
American Water Treatment Services has been providing the best water purification systems for over 25 years to Moore County residents and the surrounding area. Our mission is to provide you with the best environmental products to improve the quality of water in your home, improving both your family's well-being and overall health. American Water Treatment's professionally trained technicians assure you that our equipment fits your home and family's needs. Our local water guys, Paul and Marty, own the business and collectively have had 30 years of water treatment experience. American Water Treatment is fully insured with a AAA Plus Better Business Bureau rating. Call for a free in-home water analysis at 910-944-3140 or go online to AmericanWTS.com. We at American Water Treatment can do just about anything with your water except walk on it. Call 910-944-3140 and ask for the Water Guys.
Hurricanes, tornadoes, and fire. These are serious situations that we plan in advance for.
The volatility of the market can be just as devastating. When a market correction happens, there are strategies you can employ to bounce back. Call Coach Pete today and we'll help you develop your very own emergency market disaster plan. 800-661-7383, 800-661-7383, or text Coach to 21,000.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. You know, I really don't believe in a lot of government intervention in our lives. Having stated that, though, I am a huge fan of cops. I hope you'll join me in remaining aware of the risks they take for us. Let me tell you a story of what cops did to one lady. Let you decide whether or not she deserved it. A 49-year-old mother in Illinois was arrested while driving her Audi down the road. The police pulled her over, questioned her, and then they arrested her. Why? She was transporting a small inflatable swimming pool on top of her car. Now, I don't know about you, that seems kind of harmless to me, doesn't it? So it blows off the top of her car. Even if it hits the car, a big deal, right? It's mostly air anyway. Oh, well, there was one other small detail I forgot to mention. She had her two small kids sitting on top of the car in the pool to hold it down. She was charged with 2 counts of endangering the life of a child and a couple of other charges. Are you even surprised to hear these things anymore? Is there anything too stupid to make you gasp and be really, truly surprised? Some things are okay, I guess. Transporting a pool on top of a car, building a building near a pesticide dump. Both these things seem pretty harmless to me until you put children in them. That changes everything, stupid. Most people just instinctively understand that, but not everyone, apparently. That's why we need cops and cockroaches in the Zoom warm zone.
An approaching cold front brings the potential for some showers and thunderstorms today. We'll have partly sunny skies. It's hotter with highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Then late day showers and thunderstorms will be possible, and some of those storms could produce some gusty winds and some heavy downpours. Showers and storms possible early tonight. Temperatures will down to the mid-70s. And scattered showers and thunderstorms possible Friday with high temperatures in the low 90s. I'm with Stevie Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Today's show is brought to you by Throwback Thursday. Remember when TikTok was the sound your grandfather clock made and wasn't an app where teenage girls showed off their lip sync and dance skills?
Everyone gather round.
What day is it?
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Why are you so grouchy?
I'm just tired.
Wake up. I'm going back to bed.
Wake up and don't go back to sleep.
You're not the boss of me.
Oh, yeah?
Wake up! Wake up!
You're burning daylight. Move.
Well, when you put it that way, I see your point.
Anything else?
Yep.
It's showtime.
Good morning. Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the boss today. Jeff is off. Dorothy Macklick in for Jeff.
Yes, I graciously gave him a vacation.
Yeah, she give him one, won't give me one. There you go.
You take a vacation every morning. You do all this work so hard on the morning show, and then you go put your feet up and relax for a couple hours and disappear and leave me alone.
Yeah. Might not be able to today. We got to track down an audio issue.
Yeah. We'll be busy.
Don't forget, of course, this program is being seen around the world on this live video stream, which is located on our website in the upper right-hand corner of top middle of the page of our homepage has a link that will get you to our video. If you're on your mobile device, your YouTube app does the work. You just put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. If you're on your mobile device just needing audio, well, we suggest many streaming apps such as TuneIn, iTunes, Streamer, just to name a few, and put WEEB in the search. Is that him I smell?
I should probably. We're getting gas attacked again.
Yeah, by our beagle.
Gotta love beagles. Let's see if I can do this.
There we go. All right, and you can get audio also off of our website at talk973.com. Upper right-hand corner of every webpage has a link there, icon that says on the air, listen live. Tap it once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. Well, no relief in sight until Sunday afternoon. That's when the dew points will drop some, not dramatic, some, down into the mid-60s, which you will definitely feel considering what we've had lately. And so we'll see about 64 to 66 on the dew point scale, at least as things are now. That could change.
It changes by minute with the weather.
Yeah, and then Monday, the dew point's supposed to be 68. Same for Tuesday. Wednesday, we're back into 70 soup again. So, with that in mind, look for today to be partly cloudy. Scattered thunderstorms, 94 high, heat index 97. Tonight, more thunderstorms, 75 for a low. Tomorrow, more of the same, but mostly cloudy. So that'll help a little bit. High of 91, heat index 98. Didn't help that much, did it?
No, not at all.
Friday night, more thunderstorms, a little of 74. Saturday, partly cloudy, scattered thunderstorms, high of 91, heat index 99. Sunday, when we'll get some break, We'll still have a high of 95, but it'll be a less humid 95. Same for Monday and Tuesday.
So we can recover a little bit from melting from the days before.
Yeah.
Yay.
Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are southwest at 9, visibility 9 miles. Pressure 30 even, dew point 77, humidity 100%. Big surprise there, huh?
Nice.
And it's cloudy and 77 right now here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, now it just went up to 79, so it's not going in the right direction.
Quit staring at it. It'll keep going up.
Yeah. All right, let's see. We beat up the world last hour, so this hour
Okay.
we'll get into more funny stuff.
Oh, okay.
Start out with our daily comedy bits. First of all, what we're doing this summer, of course. If you haven't tuned in this week, we've added pool tips.
Oh, pool tips. Okay.
With Dylan, the teenage lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
Here's today's pool and beach tip from Dylan, the teenage lifeguard.
Always wear mirrored sunglasses. That way you can keep an eye on the chicks and the hot moms. Oh, yeah, and the kids. Sure. Hey, no running.
That was today's pool and beach tip from Dylan, the teenage lifeguard.
They're always inspired, those lifeguards.
Yes, they are.
Well, the question becomes, it's been rumored that Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is the real Dr. Evil. Well, is he?
Amazon announces that Kohl's will handle Amazon returns right in their stores. Rumors are now circulating that the Container Store will handle all of the packaging for Amazon. We also hear Uber will be delivering all of the packages for Amazon. And the Mafia will be taking care of all the billing and collections. These moves by Amazon cuts their overhead from millions to about $67 a week. It's all part of Jeff Bezos' plan to take over the world.
Sounds about right.
This portion of summer brought to you by that summer book you said you were going to read. Yep, you said to yourself that this summer you're going to read more. Maybe lie in a hammock under the shade tree in the backyard with a big glass of iced tea and just read. Yep, you were going to turn off the TV because there's nothing on but reruns. And you were going to read that book that you bought. You actually bought that book. And you don't even know where it is. It might be on your nightstand or on the kitchen counter next to your coffee maker. Unopened, you might have read the back. Good job. Maybe next year. Summer books, because you wanted to read a book a week, but seriously, it's reading.
Well, a woman in Georgia asked Dairy Queen to make a birthday cake for her 25-year-old daughter who loves the Disney movie Moana. Is that right?
Yeah, Moana.
Yeah, I'm not up on all that pronunciation, but anyway, they thought that she said marijuana.
Oops.
Moana, marijuana.
That's close enough. And depending on, what kind of accent and how poorly you speak, I could see that somebody would have misheard that.
So the cake had a big pot leaf on it and My Little Pony smoking a joint.
Now there's a cake for you.
Yeah.
That's a visual and a half.
Luckily, she thought it was funny. The daughter thinks it happened because her mother has a thick Southern accent.
Yep, see?
I think they thought that she said marijuana because we're from South Georgia. We kind of have an accent, so Moana, marijuana. I guess when they said that I love cartoons, they were like, well, let's just throw a little pony on there. So they put the little pony on there, and it had red eyes, smoking a joint, with a tramp stamp of a pot leaf on its bottom. I was very shocked. It was hilarious to me. I was very impressed by the artistic capabilities of them to be able to do the design that they did.
Here's an idea. Move out of...
Mom's house?
No, California.
Oh.
I assume that's where Mom was ordering it. It says a woman in Georgia asked Dairy Queen to make a birthday cake. Does that mean she asked in California? Is Georgia marijuana hot spot?
Not that I know of.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Georgia going pot friendly.
Well, parents, there is hope out there for you. Philadelphia is still using that high-pitched sound called the mosquito to deter teenagers from hanging out in public parks after 10 p.m. It's a frequency that only people between the ages of 13 and 25 can hear, and it's controversial. Here's a reporter, a teenager, a girl who's 27 and still hears it, and a city councilwoman who's against it.
Here's what it sounds like. Didn't hear anything? If so, it's likely you are not between the ages of 13 and 25.
It's so loud. Like, what if it damages our ears or anything, like something like that?
It almost is more like a feeling than a sound. At least for me, I get a headache if I'm near it for too long. So I usually skip around this block or like walk very quickly down it.
In a city that is trying to address gun violence and safe spaces for young people, how dare we come up with ideas that are funded by taxpayer dollars that turn young people away from the very places that were created for them?
Oh, yeah, I'd have to talk so California. And have that little, at the end of every sentence.
Well, at least that's a good thing for mosquitoes. Gives them something to do other than bite you.
Well,
it's just weird.
I can think of better use for it. You don't want your kids around your Playboy stash? Well, put a speaker there.
With the sounds of mosquitoes.
Yeah. Want them away from your gun locker? Put the speaker there. You want them everywhere in the house, nowhere in the house other than their bedroom studying? Put speakers everywhere. And the only relief will be in their bedroom.
Yeah, but first you got to get the earbuds out of their ears so they can actually hear it.
That's true. Well, let's take
If it's anything like my kids at home, they've either got headphones or earphones on all the time.
What is that?
Because they're always listening to something on YouTube or Hulu or some other streaming service.
That's why so many people can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
They're sitting there entertaining themselves to everything but the driving.
Yeah.
And you sit there and behind them, and you see that car drifting toward the center line and yanking back, drifting toward the center line and yanking back over and over again.
There's too many people that do that because they're busy putzing around with their overly complicated radio or their phone.
Yeah, well, when that car swerves to miss them, who are they going to swerve into? You? Mm-hmm. And you die because they're on the phone or watching a video or reading a book or whatever else they do.
Yeah, nothing more scary that I saw once was a guy reading a newspaper and driving down the road.
Yeah.
Doing 70 miles an hour. I wanted to go pull over and just be like, okay, let's let idiot man get well away from me. Because he was reading a newspaper.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Might not be today, but it will be.
Yes, yeah. Crazy.
The sad part is somebody innocent will be involved.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right.
Yeah, tear up my car because you're an idiot. That goes well.
Yes, it does. Very well.
Let's see. A 34-year-old woman in Missouri got frustrated by a long line at the DMV on Tuesday, went into the parking lot, got her gun, fired 2 shots into the ground. She got tackled by a guy whose son was inside and arrested by an off-duty cop.
Belligerent from the moment she entered and was cussing, and there were children in there and elderly.
She was cussing and upset with the staff there. Well, there was a lot of people inside, and I wasn't about to let her back in the building.
That bag bothered me. Her sloppy purse, there could be something in there. And as soon as I was right behind her, she stopped and started fumbling in her purse, and she said, "I'll take care of this."
Well, I'm not sure what would have happened if the off-duty police officer had not been armed and had not been there.
And the gun came out. I just didn't think we were all in danger until I saw the gun.
Good grief. Yes, the DMV is frustrating, but wow. I guess the DMV should come with a disclaimer. Warning, long lines ahead. Bring a good book.
You know, I thank God that I wasn't born short. Because short guys have it tougher.
Yes.
You look at all the guys in show business, most of them are short. Because they have to put on the extra personality, extra go forthness, or whatever you want to call it, the try to come up with the aura about themselves that people want. Like what was that guy's name that was on the Trump bus that made that crew comment?
Oh, I don't
Billy
remember.
something.
I don't remember.
That was on Entertainment Tonight till that tape got out. You know, he's a short guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he recently got him a new job. Took what? Took 3 years?
Something like that.
Anyway, so short guys have to try harder. And some of them get frustrated. And if they're not in good shape, at least for a short guy, because you're a woman, you don't go for the short guys, do you?
Not necessarily. I mean, that's not the first thing I look at.
You want somebody a little more height in them, right?
At least if I could look them in the eye, that's good enough for me. But then
Yeah.
again, I'm kind of on the tall side, so.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm about 5'9".
5'9". Most women are in the 5'3" to 6" range.
Yeah, see, I haven't started shrinking yet. That's coming.
I'm never shrinking.
I noticed.
I stay at 6 feet. But anyway, let's see. There's a video of this short guy at a bagel shop in New York. And he's also fat. Has on those ugly shorts, you know, to go over your knee.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see their hairy thigh. Not the thigh, but the
Calves.
Yeah, like that's what I want to see. You know, throw that on me to watch. Just get a few more yards of cloth and get it to the feet.
But then he gets hot.
Live with it. It's all about you. I don't want to look at your hairy legs.
Then look up. Stick your nose in the air. Then you can look at the ceiling and the sky and be all, you know, you won't have to notice everybody's ugly feet in flip-flops and hairy legs hanging out.
Well, he has an ugly golf shirt on, I guess.
Uh-huh.
You know, with a bunch of weird stripes and stuff. Almost Hawaiian looking. And anyway, he starts ranting all of a sudden about how women treat him badly. Well, might want to work on the way you look. Then he challenged some taller guy to a fight and got tackled. Here's his little bit of his rant.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? I'm not scared, pal. I know. You shut up, too. Just like go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just giggles. I recorded the whole thing.
That's when he got tackled. Some taller dude got him from behind and shoved him on the floor and said, that's enough. That's enough.
A man needs a tranquilizer.
Calm down. Yeah, I watched the video.
Did you? Yeah, he's got issues.
Say it didn't so, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Someone online is raising money for strapless flip-flops.
What?
They're calling them flip shoes.
Oh, I think I saw
and
something.
they look like the rubber sole of a sneaker hugging your foot.
I saw those, and they look stupid.
With an open toe.
They look stupid.
Open top. The company is called Link, and the fundraising campaign has raised over $70,000 so far. Here's a little promo for this thing.
Imagine wearing a watch without a wristband, backpack with no straps. Why not the good old flip-flops, only this time with no straps? Meet Link, the world's first flip shoe. Flip-flops are fun to wear, but we all know their limitations. And let's face it, they're not really stylish or comfortable to walk that extra mile. Link hugs your foot like a shoe. For more relaxed and protected walking with fewer injuries and much more breathing room for your feet. So why settle for ordinary shoes or flip-flops when you can have them both rolled into one?
Really? I've seen those things. They look ridiculous.
Let me see what they look like.
I don't know. It's just like, what do they adhere to your foot?
No, they adhere to the sole of your foot, around the edge of your foot. That's the way it looks like.
Yeah. But I'm just...
And
just
I guess
looks...
it has a toe...
Yeah, there's like, was there a little thing that goes between your toes? I hate that. I'm not a fan of flip-flops anyway. I think they're tacky and hideous, and they're only good for wandering around the pool or the beach.
I think actually, no, they don't have the thing in the toe.
No?
It just instead of going up high like a flat shoe,
yeah, it stops about halfway up your foot.
Yeah. And I guess you can flip-flop out of them and back in them. That thing that drives me nuts with flip-flops, you hear somebody going down the sidewalk or whatever. Yeah. Click, 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 click.
That's
click,
why I don't
click.
like them either. It's like I don't like my shoes to move. They got to be on my foot and tight. And
there's a picture of it right there. See it?
Yeah, I see those. Yeah, they just look weird.
Yeah. Well,
good luck with them on that.
They
endeavor.
look better than the flip-flop and sound better, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Might be better for your feet.
That little
Who knows?
Clack, 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 clack gets old.
What else you got?
Let's see. All right, let's do this. It's more exciting than that.
Okay.
I'll start with the most exciting, work my way down. Study in the Journal of Sports Science found a trick to perform better. And it might work in other situations, not just sports. Researchers in the UK watched how 22 different cyclists pumped themselves up for a bunch of 10-kilometer races.
Okay.
And they found that talking to yourself in the second person makes you perform better. Like saying, you can do this, instead of, I can do this.
Okay.
The ones who talk to themselves in the second person consistently did better and finished the races faster. The researchers aren't sure why it works, but they got two theories. Saying you instead of I might help psychologically by giving you a more distant perspective, like you're on the outside looking in. Or it mimics the way a coach or a parent would talk to you. And that alone puts you in a more disciplined mindset.
I guess that would work.
You can do this, Steve. You can make it. You can make it.
You can get up those stairs without grunting too loud and scaring the dog.
You think?
No.
All right, let's try out the morning rim shot, see if we can get if Jeff were here, we'd get lots of laughs, but...
I'm a harder audience.
Yeah, new audience. Let's see if I got to close some stuff out so I can get to things quickly. Got too much stuff.
See, if you had two monitors, you could spread that stuff out over two monitors and be able to...
Oh, that's what I need something else to fix in the morning. A second monitor.
I got to the point I can't live without a second monitor. If you noticed, I put one in my office.
Well, that's the geek in you. The new song from The Lion King is out. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, and in the nightmares of every parent with a 3-year-old.
I believe it.
Mariah Carey says her first marriage was like a prison. Married people responded, yeah, and?
Yeah.
David Lee Roth says he hates Eddie Van Halen, which is why orderlies always have to wheel them into separate corners of the bingo parlor.
Oh, gosh.
I saw a video of David Lee Roth not long ago, and
yeah,
he looked spry and fit. I mean, he had short hair, balding.
Yeah. I can't say that
I would not have recognized him, but he was all there.
I haven't seen him in years.
You can get a free small Slurpee from 7-Eleven today.
Okay.
You won't because of your pride, but you can.
I can afford a small Slurpee. I think I can, I've lost enough weight that one Slurpee isn't going to kill me. I hope.
Philadelphia parks are trying to repel rowdy kids by piping in a sound that only they can hear. Obviously, it's not the voice of a parent. But
no, they're putting the mosquitoes to work.
The Arkansas has been voted the worst state to live in due to a variety of factors.
Their roads should be one of them.
Like a high crime rate, poor health care, and the fact that its airports haven't been updated since the Revolutionary War.
I've only been through Arkansas once. Was not impressed.
That's all I've been through it.
I just drove through it.
It was just a vast area of humidity.
Yes.
Nothing to see on either side of the road.
Nope.
Until you get to Little Rock, and there's a little town there, a little hilly town, with nothing to really write home about.
Yeah, like I said, I saw it via the interstate and wasn't impressed.
The British ambassador, who called Donald Trump insecure and incompetent, has resigned and was immediately hired by MSNBC. And Joe Biden newly released tax returns show that he made $15 million in the last couple of years since leaving office.
Okay.
Mostly as a scent taster for Clairol.
How do you taste?
Scent tester.
Okay, I'm thinking, how do you taste scents? That's kind of weird.
My bad, my dyslexia.
You just can't read today. It's Thursday.
Well, a lot of people are out there saying, he can't read any day. What's the day different?
I'm here. My presence is pressuring you. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Dorothy now has crossed the line.
I have?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Criticizing me. So that puts her in the know-it-all range.
No, I was thinking it was more like the Twilight Zone.
So we go to our know-it-all questions.
Okay.
Of the day.
If you can find them.
Here they are.
Aha. Okay, what you got?
All right. Know-it-all questions.
I'm a mom. Of course I know it all.
We're getting ready to find out.
Yeah, get your little buzzer out there.
This is a variety of...
I know you're going to get excited about buzzing me here in a minute.
Yes. We'll see how well you do. These are not easy.
Okay.
Okay. And, of course, they disappeared as soon as I clicked off of them. Where did they go? All right. Operation Desert Shield was the code name of the buildup to action in what country?
Iran. No.
Iraq.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I was like, I was trying to remember exactly where in the Middle East it was. So, yes, I was close.
What bodybuilder said, you too can have a body like mine?
Oh, wow, I don't remember who that was. I remember the statement, but I don't remember who it was.
So, Charles Atlas.
Okay.
What rock group recorded the album Dark Side of the Moon?
That would be Pink Floyd.
Dean, you got one. What politician succeeded Nixon as president of the U.S. in 1974?
That was before my time. I don't remember. And I must...
Well, Nixon resigned. Who took over?
I don't remember.
And then pardoned him.
You want me to remember something before I was born? And I didn't do well in history.
It was Ford.
Okay. I was like, I should know this, but I don't.
Who was the 41st president of the U.S.? I'll give you a hint. Trump's 45. Barack Obama's 44.
That would have been Bush.
Yeah,
2.
It would be Bush 1.
Oh, Bush 1. Okay, it was one of the 2 Bushes.
All right, I'll give you that. What male vocalist was the first rock star to appear on the cover of both Time and Newsweek in the same week in 1975?
Elvis Presley.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, that would have been like 5th or 6th on my guest list.
Julia Roberts was up for an Oscar as Sally Field's daughter in what movie?
Steel Magnolias.
That's right. Pravda, a former Soviet Communist Party newspaper, was relaunched as the tabloid in what year? That's ridiculously hard.
I have no idea. 1994.
You were close, 96.
Hey, what a guess.
Which scientific unit gives a measure of loudness?
Decibel.
All right. The behavior of the sound in a room and concert halls is a separate science. What is its name?
Acoustics.
Bingo. What kind of animal is an iguana?
It's a reptile.
Okay, she's knocking them down now.
Well, those are easy.
Let's see if we can knock her down.
Okay.
Camera film bears an ISO number.
Uh-huh.
What does ISO stand for?
Oh, I know this.
I believe you used to teach photography.
I
at
do,
Stanley.
and I can never remember it's like international. No.
International.
I want to say something stupid like sensitivity organization or something like that.
Standards. What is the name given to the molten rock beneath the surface of the earth?
Magma.
What disease is spread in minute water droplets?
Mist? What disease?
Yeah. This was the disease that it happened in a hotel, and they couldn't figure it out, and they looked at the air conditioning system, and they found it there and was spread through the air conditioning itself.
I haven't the foggiest clue.
Legionnaires' disease.
Oh, so that's where that came from. I've heard of Legionnaire's disease, but I had no idea.
What raw material is used in making glass?
Sand.
What is the strong inelastic material found in a human tendon?
I don't have any idea.
Collagen.
Oh, that's right. I should have known that.
What is this? What material forms the hard outermost layer of a human tooth?
Enamel.
You're doing good. Is that enough, or you want a few more? Take a few more while you're doing.
Sure, why not? I'm on a roll.
Snowflakes are symmetrical. How many sides do they have?
6.
6 is right. What name is given to the atomic particle carrying a negative charge?
Electrons.
Electrons. Stop there. Yeah. DNA is found in which part of the cell?
I have no idea. The very center.
Which is called?
I have no idea. Pulling a blank, sorry.
The nucleus.
Okay. I was pulling a blank. I knew it had some sort of name.
I if I can pronounce this. And by which name is the drug,
You can't even say it.
I know. I forget, it's aspirin.
Acetaminophen.
No, acetaminophen is not aspirin.
Oh.
It's Tylenol.
Okay. Well, I was guessing. I'm not looking at the word, so.
It's a tough one.
Okay.
How many legs does an insect have?
6.
What's the most abundant element in the universe?
Stupidity. No.
Wow, you're right. Ding, ding, ding.
I should know. I don't remember that one.
Oh, that's Harvard here in Moore County. We got the superior supply of that. We got mines of. All right, so it goes for this Thursday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, 7 to 9, for a TSIF. Thanks, Steve. It's Friday. Until then, be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airwaves. Why? Because they're the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. Your money will stay here, roll over, and create jobs for all of us. And don't forget, millions of Americans have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams and the Leader Man, and Nick and Colt the Dog. We'll all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the hot, steamy dog park. and My Little Pony smoking a joint.
Now there's a cake for you.
Yeah.
That's a visual and a half.
Luckily, she thought it was funny. The daughter thinks it happened because her mother has a thick Southern accent.
Yep, see?
I think they thought that she said marijuana because we're from South Georgia. We kind of have an accent, so.
and My Little Pony